parishes, and we hope the Ember to remain lasting for years to come. We'll be better Christian for having had them serve us here. And for that, we say thank you. We'll call on Tammy Winter now. I think she wrote a poem especially for this occasion.
It's a song and dance.
All right, well, Father, you know I've been dying to give a homily for years. My opportunity, I think what you taught me was Assumption needs 2-page homilies and St. Anthony's needs 3. So I combined them and I put a 5-page homily together. Actually, I was asked to write a poem for Father Jerome, and it was really hard, and so I went to the Night Before Christmas poem by Clement Seymour, A Visit from St. Nick. And by the time I got done, it sounded like Dr. Seuss was coming out of me. So I apologize to Clement Seymour. I apologize to Dr. Seuss, and I apologize to all of you who have to hear this. It's called A Visit from St. Jerome. It was the end of September 2015. The people were stirring, causing quite a big scene. The food was prepared, the tables all set, in hopes that their friend had not left them just yet. The people were gathered to honor their priest, Assumption from the west, St. Anthony's from the east. This man that they honored was Father Jerome. He soon would be leaving them, heading back home. He first came to Assumption a few years ago. Getting closer to God was his goal, don't you know? You can imagine as a new priest, all he needed to do, check books, meet the people, he'd be busy. That's true. Before any of that mattered or was discussed with anyone, Father Jerome was found in church, set a parishioner on the run. For upon his arrival at Assumption that day, he knelt before the altar, and he stayed there to pray. What he prayed, no one knows. That is written on his heart. A prayer of thanks, perhaps a blessing. He was godlike from the start. St. Anthony's was added a short year after Eden Valley. Now his fasts were doubled, way too many just to tally. Each parish was different, yet in some ways quite the same. Like when he gathered committees together, wanting to know all of their names, he'd ask with a voice that was caring yet strange, "Is there anything in the parish that you'd like to change?" Why, their parishioner glad to have a listening ear. "Great, cried Father, you're in charge, you just volunteered." Not just 1 or 2 more times. He did it for him more often than was fit into this rhyme. He cared for his parishioners as Jesus did his flock, and sometimes that would cause his little sheep to talk. Like the morning during Mass when he looked like he'd been on a bender. But nothing could be farther from the truth for us to render. Where he was the night before was with the family of a man who was taking his last breaths. Entering heaven was his plan. Father always blessed with the dying, often sitting just to pray. And if needed, he was honored to sit every night and day. He feels our joy, our happiness. He's sad when we're in pain. He often is the sunshine to our daily dose of rain. He brought back ceremonies, rituals, incense, and more. His mission was to bring us all closer to the Lord. His sermons were quite lengthy. I'm just going to stop there for a moment. But he read them with sincerity. His enthusiasm for the word was caused to lose the clarity, because he read it kind of fast, just saying. He's more than just a priest. He's a friend. These are facts. Why, he even broke a sweat while handling an axe. someone to admire, but now he's off to India, the monastery's prior. Our advice to the monastery in India, Bangalore, he's a whirlwind, hold on to your hat kind of person we adore. You are blessed to have him back. We were blessed to have him here. Now raise your voices high and let's all have a beer!
Thank you, Tammy. We have with us this evening Laurie Schultz from The Voice, and she was thinking she could say something, but she didn't know. When she hit it there, why not? But she's going to try. Laurie.
I didn't realize how much this band meant until I heard the words, I'm going back to India. I know each of us in here, we have our own special tribute for this man. He brought me back to have faith once again. He saved me numerous times, each time coming to church to cover every event he's organized, and each time I walked through those doors, I became closer to him and closer to the Lord. I have this picture printed that the kids gave him today. This right here, this picture alone speaks volumes to what this man means to everyone in this community. And I know I'm going to miss him, and I know each and every one of you are going to miss him. But the thing I have to look forward to is in March, I get to go spend 2 weeks with him over in India. And that right there is a blessing.
Thank you, Laurie. I'm so glad you decided to give you a little. Next, we will have some words from a fellow fisherman and a fellow fisherman. Gross.
Boy, you didn't give me much choice in that, or notice.
Somebody said they asked you, you said you would. So I put you on.
We're now closing this with prayer. Bless us, O Lord. Yeah. Well, the Ellis marriage, put together the book. I had to write something there. I didn't know what that is, but there it was ADHD. No, German, Irish, Latin. We got it right. ADHD. You know what it is. Caesar. I came, I saw, I conquered. And I really enjoyed Brother Jerome here, his ministry, and reaching out to people. Here, about a month ago, someone getting baptized. They said, where are you from? Oh, there's a little Protestant town down the street here, South Haven area. Must be related to here. Oh, another friend of ours that big baptized here. And if we had any Muslims around here, we probably had some Muslims baptized too. So I really appreciate your reaching out and your ministry. One story that quite a few people can relate to. He was here about 6 months and he took off a weekend. And he asked if I'd stay for the weekend. I said, sure. And he said, when you get over Eden Valley, this is what I want you to tell. This was early on when the two parishes were put together. And there's one thing about him, he had real foresight looking into the future. And I think 20 years from now are going to be different than now. And he sees that. I don't know whether it's picked that up just in history or the changes that took place in India. But it's because of the depleting Catholic population, the old people die off, there won't be as many around here. And wanted to talk about centers of Christianity. So I did. And I thought I said it subtle enough that people wouldn't get mad that I barely got out of the parking lot that day. That wasn't mine, that was his, right? Right. And so now, when he asked me to do a homily, I said, get one already. I don't need any advice. Oh, we wish you the best of luck as you go on. Not only to your own monastery in India, but just reading the history of the church here, 10, 11, 12, 13th century, saw how church grew out of one monarch. But it started with establishment, got all the brothers to join in the household. Had 67 units within the year, so we're looking forward to hearing that we're going to have the community, and when it reaches 100, let us know, okay? Good, so long voyage. God bless you, and thank you for your service to the community. And thank you for your acceptance of me, and allowing me to continue on my ministry. I appreciate that.
And that'll be next on our program. I don't know if everybody can see it really